Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this segment where we're talking with the Nortons on our telethon. This is Tom and Eleanor, and glad to have you on our telethon this year. You have a son, Craig, who here at the Key Training Center has been with us for about 3 years now. Came in 2006, and we want to talk about what the Key Training Center means to you guys as well as to Craig. Tell me a little bit about Craig's life.
Well, he's 35 years old. He's high-functioning autistic. He lives at home with us, works a 5-day week at Key. He started out when he was diagnosed with autism, and many years ago we were told that we should just put him in an institution and leave him, and we decided that taking care of him and loving him would help more than anything, and we did. And he graduated from a regular school, special ed program in the school with a one-on-one, and then he has worked for, we're originally from Connecticut, and he worked for 3 or 4 years in Connecticut for a group called the Shoreline Area Retarded and Handicapped. And then we decided to move to Florida, and it was sad that we had to take him away from where he was working. Right. And just by chance, we moved down here and found out about Key, and it's been a blessing ever since.
The rest is history,
Yes, the rest is history, yes.
Well, there's a lot of activities that he gets to do throughout the week with Key Training Center. Tell me a little bit about some of the fun stuff that Craig does.
Well, he goes to dances. He also has the work, and he has the friendships that he has made, and being autistic, it's not easy for him to make friends, so he's learned how to do all kinds of things. He's learning sign language right now over at Key, and they've given him cooking lessons and crafts, and he loves doing all of that. And,
Christmas play.
And the Christmas play,
yes, he was in the Christmas play. He was Ebenezer Scrooge in the Christmas play.
Oh, wow.
Humbug.
He must have really got into it.
Oh, he did.
And so did the consumers.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Everybody else was applauding every time he said it. So, and he loved it, and it's been wonderful for him.
Good deal.
And we're very happy because everybody here is so nice to him.
Well, one of the things that has to be a relief to you is that the Key Center is here for him as his life continues on out.
Well, that's been a concern. That's been a concern of ours for years, because we have no family. This is the end of our family. When we pass on, just Craig is left, and there's nobody to take care of him. And we spoke with Mr. Cole, and he has very lovingly agreed to provide for Craig after we're gone, and our estate will go towards helping out to maintain a life for Craig. But I know that he'll be loved, he'll be cared for, and it's a very warm environment. It's a family environment. And my husband and I both volunteer here at lunchtime a couple of days a week, and we volunteer for other things. And I've met all of the people that work here, and I haven't met a soul that wasn't wonderful. They just take care of everybody and do such a good job.
One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about while we had the opportunity was, I know that Tom, you're working on trying to advance the scouting program into the Key Center. Tell me a little bit about what that is all about.
We have an older group of scouts known as Venturing Crew, and one might very well be organized here, basing activities largely on the Merit Badge program, hobbies, skills, vocational interests. In room 9 in the workshops, they're going to be working on wood carving, and there are some of the more able consumers that are very much interested in this, and there is a wood carving merit badge. Excellent. And this is just an example of what goes on. And by having co-ed and this older age group, I think that it'll be a go. It's just a matter of finding what the guidelines are from National Council, who has continued to have a senior program after the Girl Scouts have given theirs up. So we're still in it.
Well, anybody who's been in scouting, Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, knows how fun it is to achieve those merit badges. And for our developmentally disabled consumers, that's got to really be a goal to seek, right?
You can start the merit badge program now just as soon as you make tenderfoot, which is not the case when I first became a scout 62 years ago. Things have changed radically, and change is the only thing that's constant in our life, and we've just had to adjust.
Very good.
No longer paramilitary. It's now everything is geared toward education and vocation.
So this is a program that we can see being integrated here into the Key Center environment and succeeding and doing well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Craig probably enjoys things like bowling.
Yes, he's on the Key bowling team. We just had our bowling banquet last month, and he loves going to the bowling. I'm trying to think of anything else.
Does he do the fishing expeditions that we have?
Yes.
Join in with those?
Yes, he's gone fishing. He belongs to, we belong to an organization, FFRA, which works in conjunction a lot of times with Key, and they do things that he can get to go and do. And the dances here he likes very much, and he gets to play basketball, and they've been teaching him. They were playing soccer, I believe, and then they were playing, they were going to talk about trying to teach him how to play golf out here on the, where the gazebo is.
Very good.
We have a couple moving down from Clinton, Connecticut to Inverness, and the husband is an avid fisherman, and the wife was the work program, one of the work program coordinators in Clinton when Eleanor worked with her and under her in the special education section of for the Clinton Board of Education.
Very good.
So they're going to volunteer too.
You mentioned volunteering. Let me ask you about that, because I know there are people in the audience today while they're watching the telethon that are perfectly capable of coming out and volunteering for different jobs. What's the reward for you as a volunteer working at the Key Center?
Love.
Love. We get back more than we give. Tom and I go over at lunchtime from 10 to 12 on 2 days a week. And it is just, we're there to help, and they give us the love. You look forward to getting there, to seeing them, and they are happy when you come to see them. And it is just very heartwarming, and when we, for some reason or other, can't make it, we really feel bad. I wish we could do a little bit more time than we do, but we volunteer in other areas too. But Key is just so the generosity of the folks here and the caring. And we also have, our dog is a therapy dog, and she does therapy. We take her for the workshops here in Key, at Lecanto and at Inverness, and take Winnie all through the workshops so that the kids can pet her and get used to her and enjoy having a dog around, and they really enjoy it. In fact, now when they go into a lot of the places, they ask where the dog is and not where I am. They love to see Winnie, though. She's a chocolate lab, and she's just, and she loves to come here. When she comes, she gets all excited because she knows, and they really, sit right down on the floor and pet her and really enjoy her company, and it's so wonderful to see them so happy.
Someone suggested that maybe we should bring her in with this interview, but it's such a warm day out there that...
It is a little hot out there.
And volunteering is like a continuing ministry for someone who preached his first sermon over 55 years ago for a man who was too drunk to preach. Originally ordained a Methodist, and then I became Congregational, National Association Congregational Christian, the group that stayed out of the UCC.
Okay. Well, if there's some things that you would want to say to a family out there, a family member or a guardian who right now has a developmentally disabled person in their family, in their life, what would you tell them about the Key Center to encourage them to become involved here?
moved to Citrus County.
Moved to Citrus County.
To definitely try and see key training, and because sometimes as parents of special needs, we get so hung up on not being able to get anybody to, anything for our children to do, for them to not be able to make friends because of certain situations. And if they come to Key, their children are going to have friends. They're going to have people who don't judge them and accept them no matter what their problems are. And that is a wonderful thing for parents to have for their children. Because a lot of times during the years you get a lot of things that happen that aren't really pleasant, and sometimes people aren't very nice, but it would be the best thing in the world if they could make it here.
People outside very often don't understand. And you get so much love. When I decided to go into the ministry, my father, who was an atheist when the sun shone and agnostic when it rained, said, "You'll never make any money at that." But I've been paid in another coin, and the volunteers here are paid in another coin. The consumers love the people who come and volunteer and give their time, and
we love them.
And they love the staff, and we love them.
Excellent. Well, Eleanor, Tom, I want to thank you for joining us on the telethon today.
Thank you for
Sharing your
inviting us.
story and the story of Craig.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now let's go back to our host on the telethon and check in with the phone banks and see how we're doing.